Hey everybody, I'm JJ Johnson. You're watching Reality Survival, and right now I just wanted to take a second and show you guys some new solar panels that I got from Energy. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a project where, like an off-grid project. I've got a barn out here that doesn't have any power to it. So we've got our chickens and stuff like that out there, and our dog house is connected to it, and when we get rabbits and goats, they'll all go out there too. And so what I wanted to do is, in the winter time, I want to be able to take, like, you know, a 100-watt light bulb and put it out in the chicken coop, you know, just so that it can help generate some heat and stuff like that, you know, at night or whatever. And I'll have to explain kind of how I'm going to do this to you. Maybe I'll take the camera out here and show you, but I'm going to build a little box and put some roosts in there for them, and then their own body heat combined with the heat from, you know, like a 100-watt light bulb should be plenty of heat for them, because they generate a lot of heat themselves and they can stand pretty cold temps. But it does get really cold up here in Wyoming at certain times. So I've got this the deal, if you guys saw the videos of the brooder, where it'll automatically kick on a light when it gets to a certain temperature. So I'll use that to kind of help regulate how much power it uses and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, the neat part about this Kodiak solar generator, as you guys have seen in the past videos, I've got it right there in my little work cart. As you see, stuff's piled up all over it because I use it all the time. It's super, super useful. But in the wintertime, I won't be doing as many projects and stuff like that. So I'm going to get a couple of additional batteries, because I've already got 2 additional batteries on here. I'll probably grab another 2, or maybe another 4. It'll depend on the power, you know, consumption, and put them out in the barn, and then I can just hook those right to the Kodiak, and it's plug and play. So we've got on these panels here, Energy uses these really heavy duty, like Neutrina, I think is what they're called, or Nutria, or Nutric maybe, connections. And it got good and heavy duty cable and all that kind of stuff, so you don't get any voltage drop or anything. And I'll be able to just plug all these together. I can chain them all together, and then I can just take and plug it right into the Energy Kodiak. So it's a plug and play system. These are nice panels. These are 100-watt, 12-volt panels, and I'm gonna start with 3 of them and see how that does. You know, again, it'll all depend on the power consumption, but the max power rating is 100 watts. The operating voltage is 17.68. The operating current is 5.66. The open circuit voltage is 21.6, and the short circuit current is 6.2 amps. So pretty cool little panels, and I'm looking forward to getting into this project. I think it'll be a good experience just to, you know, to do this, because I've never actually done a completely off-grid thing. I'd like to, in addition to the warming light for the chickens, I'd also like to put in maybe some additional LED lights and stuff like that. And so I think this will be kind of a cool way for folks who are interested in the Kodiak to see just how easy it works for an off-grid project. You know, because like I said, my house is not off-grid, but the barn will be totally off-grid. It'll be self-standing, and you know, it'll give you an idea of just how easy it would be to use for this. And I think it'll be extremely easy for this project, because literally the hardest part about this whole thing is going to be that I'm going to have to mount my panels down in a way that they don't blow away, because we routinely get winds out here over 70 miles an hour. And so I'm going to have to figure out how to mount these panels. But luckily, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but the panels from Energy have a nice, thick, looks like to be about 1-inch aluminum channel that goes all the way around. And it's got multiple holes already pre-drilled. As well, I can also just drill through the sides, you know, for whatever mounting system that I come up with. So getting those mounts and everything figured out and getting the panels mounted in place so they don't blow away will probably be the hardest part about it. The next thing is I'm just going to have to run the cables, you know, from the panels down to the Kodiak and hook in the batteries, and that's going to be it. I mean, and then wire in whatever lights that I want and stuff. So should be a fairly easy deal. I'm sure it'll be a process of several videos that will do this, and that way you guys can you know, kind of see as it goes along and you know how I'm doing it and all that kind of stuff. But I think something that I haven't talked a whole lot about on this Energy Kodiak solar generator is just how versatile it is, especially when it comes towards like bug out locations and cabins and, you know, off-grid homesteading and stuff like that. It really has a ton of potential there that I think most people are not, you know, really tapping into. And for me, the cool part about it is in the summertime, I won't need that out there. So I can just unplug it, put it back in my work cart, and I'm good to go. So I just love how transportable it is, how you can just take it from one thing, do this here, take it to another spot, do it here, carry it all by itself, go camping with it. You know, it's just really cool in that way. So okay, so my initial thoughts are that we're going to mount the panels vertically up here against the side of the barn and down onto the top of the chicken coop, and we'll have, you know, boards in place to mount them to and that kind of stuff. But that is the southern facing sky over that way, and it'll also kind of help shield them a little bit from the wind if I put them there. So that's kind of the initial plan on mounting the panels up there. And then in the coop, inside the coop here, here's the girls. They're getting big. We should have eggs any day now. They're right approaching 21 weeks. So in the coop, I told you I was going to build a box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a box right here, probably about 4 foot wide and like 6 or 8 feet tall. And I'll bring it out probably 3 or 4 feet as well. And then I'm going to put some little roost bars across there. And then I'll put a light inside there that will help to generate some heat, you know, down on them. And I may have to shield the light or something so they'll sleep okay. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do in that regard, but that'll help contain some of the heat. And then on the front, on the front top part of the box, I'll probably... What are you doing? On the front top part of the box, I'm going to put some plexiglass so that they can see out from their roost. But that plexiglass will kind of help hold some of the heat in there. At least that's my initial design idea. It may change as time goes on. But one real quick note: if you're going to use these Easy Fill Harris Farms waterers, you got to make sure they sit completely level. Otherwise, the water will just run out of them if they're off center, off level, or whatever. But they are a lot nicer than having the real small ones, so you don't have to fill them up so much. So anyway, then I'll run the wires across from the roof, you know, over to where I'm going to put the generator, and I'll show you that here in a second. So the generator, the wires I'll run them on over this way, and then into this room. And then I'll either put something, build a little table or something over here, or I'll just set it right here on top of our doghouse that we have in here. And then the batteries and all that kind of stuff can go in here too. I'll have to clean all this mess off. And it'll be, you know, protected from the weather and everything like that. And then I can just run the wiring and whatnot off of that for the additional lights and stuff. So that's the basic plan for the off-grid solar generator out here in the barn. Anyway, for those of you guys who are interested, they do still have the Reality Survival discount. You can click the link in the description below to get that. It'll save you almost $300 when you're buying it, so it's a 20% discount. The Kodiak unit normally runs about $1,875, I think. I think you can get it for $1,500 when you use the discount. So it's a pretty cool deal. And I think it'll be a fun project, and hopefully you guys will come along with us to see how it goes. So anyway, this has just been the introductory, video to this, just kind of showing you the panels and all that kind of stuff. But we're going to get more into this project as time goes along, and you'll see some more videos on it. So as always, guys, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys. And hey, if you noticed, there are some t-shirts down there. They're very simple in design, but they make some pretty good declarative statements. Some that I think are things that society needs to hear nowadays. So click on those and check those out over on Teespring. I made these shirts cheap. I'm only charging $15 for them. That way you guys can get in and out with shipping and everything for under 20 bucks. So, I'm not making a whole lot off of them, but it does help to support the channel. I think I make like $3 or $4 or something. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's less than $5 per shirt. So any support that you can give us in buying those t-shirts and spreading what I think are positive messages to the world would be great. So definitely appreciate that. Anyway, guys, stay safe, have fun. We'll see you in another video here shortly.